Now, we will discuss the third factor, that is amplification factor. That is amplification factor, which is denoted by mu. Now, what is mu? So, amplification factor is the ratio of maximum amplitude to the amplitude at low frequencies. If we consider the graph of amplitude with omega, this one, which is amplitude, it is omega, and the nature of graph is like this, because this type of nature we have already studied in case of amplitude. This amplitude. The maximum value of amplitude is this one. It is f naught over omega dash r. You know that omega dash is the resonance frequency, and minimum value is f naught by s. So, this is minimum value, that is the amplitude at frequency 10 to 0. It is the value f naught upon omega dash r. It is the value of amplitude at resonance frequency, and at infinity the amplitude is 0. So, this type of graph we have already studied. So, these two amplitudes, that is the first amplitude, that is maximum amplitude, this one. So, it is the ratio of maximum amplitude, this one, to the amplitude at low frequencies. Omega tends to 0 means at low frequencies. So, what is A max, maximum value of amplitude? It is f naught upon omega dash r. And what is A at omega tend to 0? That is low frequencies. Low frequencies, it is f naught by s. So, putting these values in above equation, we get omega mu is equal to f naught over omega dash r over A at omega tend to 0, that is f naught by s. So, f naught is cancelled with f naught, and the remaining term is mu is equal to s over omega dash r. What is omega dash? Since omega dash is the resonance frequency for amplitude, so this is nothing, it is s by m minus r square by 4m square. You know that it is s r square over 4m square. By putting this value, and we will get mu is equal to s over under root of this s by m minus r square upon 4m square into r, this one r. So, this is omega dash, it is r and s. Okay. Now, we will put or simplify this equation to get a simple result. That is, simplification means we will put the value of s as m into omega naught square, because omega naught square is equal to s by m. So, s become m into omega naught square, this one. We will put this value. So, this mu become m into omega naught square over this one s over m minus r square upon 4m square into r. Okay. So, it is nothing, this is omega naught square, okay, because s by m is equal to omega naught square. So, this is m into omega naught square over square root omega naught square minus r square upon 4m square into r. Okay. Now we will take common omega naught square. Omega naught square is common, m naught square. So when we will take it out, omega naught square, it will become omega naught. So here it is 1 minus r square over 4m square into omega naught square into r. Okay. Or further, this is omega naught, cancel with omega naught, and it is m omega naught over r, this r, because this r is outside the under root, and this is 1 minus r square upon 4 m square omega naught square, 4 m square omega naught square. We know that omega naught m by r, omega naught m by r, it is Q. We have already studied. Quality factor is equal to omega naught m by r or omega m by r. So it is omega naught m by r whole square. So it is Q square. Okay. So mu is equal to omega naught m by r. It is Q. This one is Q over under root 1 minus, it is 1 over 4 Q square, because m omega naught r is Q and its square is Q square. So this is the final answer for amplification factor, and it is also the relation between amplification factor and quality factor. Okay. Similarly, we can find the relation between bandwidth and quality factor, that is Q and omega 2 minus omega 1. Bandwidth means omega 2 minus omega 1 versus this Q. We have to find the relation between both. We know that Q is equal to omega naught m by r. This result has been proved in the previous article, and similarly omega 2 minus omega 1 is equal to r by m, because this result has also been proved in the previous article. This is Q is this, omega 2 minus omega 1 is r by m. Now we may put this r by m as omega 2 minus omega 1 in this equation. So putting this second value in first value, we will get Q is equal to omega naught, okay, over this r by m. R by m is omega 2 minus omega 1. So this is another relation for quality vector, Q value and bandwidth. So these are the important formulae, that is a relation between amplification factor and quality factor, and the relation between quality factor and bandwidth. So this is all about the force oscillator, and our chapter is over, as well as our book is also over. So we will start new book or paper C in the next lecture. Thank you very much.